right. Hello, everyone.
Hello, friends.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. Sorry for the slightly late start. But we're all back. The squad's all here. Yay. So that means we're back on Phoenix Story, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. Still can't say that like just rolling off the tongue. Episode 4, Turnabout Beginnings. We just had our recess, I think, or we're in recess.
Something.
So it's a really good thing that we have our recap here because I think the consensus on this side of the stream is no one remembers what was happening.
Yeah, what's the thing? Oh, I don't know what we do every day, so it's fine.
So let's see. The judge simps for Bratworth's witness. It's a good name for him.
Oh no.
Bratworth?
Bratworth.
I don't. The reliable and trustworthy Melissa Foster, who totally has no relation to the victim, and demolished our case with her ironclad testimony that she saw everything while taking selfies. The best we could do is call Terry a fool for going through the trouble of breaking open a trunk he has the key to and stuffing the body there instead of kicking it in the river, and claiming Melissa killed and impersonated Valerie before meeting him on the bridge. That's right, we made that weird jump of, like, obviously if he didn't kill her, then obviously it was Melissa Foster.
Good time.
Which I get had to have been, like, process of elimination, but also... Okay. I feel like if you're going to accuse, like, an 18-year-old of taking out a police officer, like, you might want to have a little more evidence than that, but maybe we'll get some more evidence. We're only on part 2 of this trial. Our Diego coffee count is 1. He might get to 2 after recess. We'll see. We got anything else to say, or should we just go ahead and start?
Let's go for it.
Alright, let's do this.
God, I'm looking at the wrong screen. Abby.
Oh shit, this is me, I forgot.
It is! Good times, right?
February 16th, 1:14 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. Mr. Falls, do we remember which one of us is... I know I'm not Terry Falls.
It's not me.
Oh, so I guess it's me?
Must be you then.
Sure.
I think so.
It's gonna be May. Alright. Rar.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
What is that? Thanks, you're really good. You really hooked me up.
Thanks, we're almost there. Once I prove that she committed the crime...
Yeah, but there's one more big obstacle we've got to get past.
Obstacle?
I'm sorry, but I am in danger of if I ever see a man named Armando in real life, I might end up laughing in his face. So, I don't know why. I think the name's hilarious. I'm sorry to the Armandos of the world, but you have the funniest name to me.
Yeah, motive. Why would Melissa Foster kill that policewoman anyway?
Motive, huh?
Anyway, we're still badly in need of information.
Information. Right.
What we need the most is info about Melissa Foster herself. All we know is that she's a student studying literature.
Who likes to take selfies.
And one more thing.
What is it?
Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago, of course. The kidnapping murder case that Zebra Boy is on death row for. Finnegan.
Zebra Boy. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lied.
Mr. Falls, in that case, tell us more about it. About what happened 5 years ago.
Okay, I trust you. That day, 5 years ago, I dream of it every day. This picture, it reminds me everything. Pretty look same, just like that 5 years ago. What's with my sentences?
I don't know what's up with his
Is
English.
he Frankenstein? I was just talking about Frankenstein, and I'm like, is he Frankenstein? Like, it could fall apart any minute.
So it's been broken like that for at least 5 years. Why couldn't you testify earlier?
Right.
Lemur? Lemur, come back. You can blame it all
God damn it.
on...
I'm sorry. I thought I had unmuted myself, but apparently I like unmuted and then remuted. So
Oh,
It's
it
okay,
did
I
give me time
serenaded
to
you.
swallow. I heard you. You just couldn't hear me trying to talk and also eat. Ha. Sorry, buddy, but you sound like the one that could fall apart at any minute.
it's true. I did kidnap her. 5 years ago. I kidnapped my girlfriend, Dahlia Hawthorne.
Well, not the first time we've heard that name. Your girlfriend? Huh?
Hey, hold on there. Hey, Hawthorne?
The victim's last name.
Dahlia Hawthorne, Valerie's little sister.
What? Are you serious? The girl, let her go. Shut up. Come closer, and I kill her. Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. The detective back then was Valerie Hawthorne. At first I thought shooting someone for a kidnapping was crossing the line, but if it was to protect her little sister, I can understand why she did it. I have to know. This has been on my mind for a bit. Okay, she's 19. 5 years ago, she would have been 14.
Wait, how old?
5 years ago, he would have been 20. Ew. Okay. Real gross.
Yeah. Thanks, I hate it.
Yeah, he does need to be in jail at this point. Rock, no protect sister. Valerie betraying me. Betray us. No, sir. What you were doing was illegal as fuck.
What do you mean she betrayed you?
Everything. All lies. All make-believe. Kidnapping, too.
A make-believe kidnapping?
Dahlia, my girlfriend, my love, my teen angel.
Bitch, she was 14.
Bitch, he needs a hobby.
Ugh, did he actually say my teen angel? He's seen one too many soap operas.
I do anything she says, anything Dahlia says.
Anything Dahlia says? Hold on a minute. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by the goddamn 14-year-old?
Yeah, me and Dahlia and Valerie too.
Valerie was in on it?
Dahlia's family rich. Jewelry business. We got one jewel. That's what we thought. Me and Dahlia wrote kidnap note we sent to her dad. Ask for $2 million diamond. Tell him make exchange on Dusky Bridge. We tell him Valerie make transfer cause she's new detective. What the fuck?
Having a police detective in your pocket is a useful thing, alright. Good boy. In the end, we're planning on splitting the 2 million 3 ways, huh?
Feel like someone didn't think ahead, because if you were to sell off a $2 million diamond, feel like someone might, take notice of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that woman. Oh, that woman, Valerie, she do it for real. She shoot at me for real. Me and Dahlia. I was shot in the arm. Dahlia, she jumped in river.
It's all
Well,
coming
this-
together in my brain now.
This case got real fucked up real quick.
Yeah, the fuck?
Jump? You don't mean she jumped on purpose, do you?
I couldn't do it. I could never push her. Anyway, I blacked out. Wake up with police all over.
And that's when they decided to give you the death sentence.
I couldn't believe it. That woman, she betrayed me.
That man, Terry Falls, he killed her! He threw her off the bridge! He threw my beloved sister into the roaring river 40 feet below! Sorry, I took the liberty of Valerie since I figure she's not coming back.
Yeah. He's 5 years old. Wonder is why? Why did she lie? That's all I want to know.
That's why you called her. You wanted to hear the truth from Valerie herself.
Yes, but I forget what she looked like, so I tell her to wear a scarf. I don't want to hurt her. Just ask why. Why did you lie? Why did you betray me? Because you were dating a 14-year-old, you bitch.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just want to hear answer. Come from her mouth, that's all.
I mean, I'd kind of like to point out that, like, if she was in on the actual, like, $2 million diamond thing, I don't know that we can say she took the moral high ground there.
No. I think this is a lose-lose situation.
Yeah. So that's why. That's why you made a crazy escape like that.
Just one thing, Zebra Boy.
Every time he says zebra boy, I just imagine that one, like, wouldn't
Hey!
you like to know, weather boy?
That bitch. I love him.
My senses are tingling all over. Tell me, Mr. Falls. Where is it?
Huh? Where's what?
Come on now, kitten. The ransom. The $2 million diamond. Remember that now? Did you give it back to Pops? Did the police take it?
I don't know.
Huh? You don't know?
No, really, I don't know. It's gone with Dahlia.
With Dahlia?
That day on the bridge. Dahlia put it in backpack. Now gone with Dahlia. Gone forever. Into Eagle River.
I don't know about forever. Forever seems like a really long time. It disappeared with Dahlia, huh? Wait a minute. I don't remember who the bailiff was.
I can take it.
Okay.
You can come back in now. We're about ready to go.
Mr. Falls,
If
just
there was anybody.
yeah, I don't know. Just one more question. When you said with Dahlia, do you mean the diamond is still missing? Along with the body of Dahlia Hawthorne?
Never found her. My sweet Dahlia.
They never found her.
Swallowed by river. God. Dahlia, my teen angel.
I wonder where she has gone.
Your teen angel? How old was she anyway?
We've already done the math. We don't like this answer.
You're 14?
14? I guess you were robbing cradles before diamonds.
Yeah.
Nothing. She plans a fake kidnapping and disappears into a river with a rock worth 2 mil. Man, oh man, angels these days.
Falls takes the fall and gets a one-way ticket to death row. Is Dahlia Hawthorne an angel, or is she really a...
It's time, kitten. Looks like we have a few more aces up our sleeve now.
You bet. Alright, we have the diamond in our court record.
The training wheels come off now, Mia. You've got to strike while the iron is hot.
That may be the first time you've ever said my name.
That's one of my rules. Remember it.
February 16th, 1:49 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 4.
Canada.
Pretty sure it's me.
Yes.
Now then, let's continue with the trial of Mr. Terry Falls. Witness. Feeling better? Yes, Your Honor. I will try my best. You're a brave young lady.
Not this again.
I can understand a defense lawyer wanting to get her client off the hook. However, to try to pin the crime on an innocent student is...
What are you talking about?
My witness is not the person on trial here. She's an innocent bystander who witnessed a violent crime. That's all. What possible reason would a girl like this have for murdering a policewoman?
It's clearly hard to imagine this woman as a murderer.
Her motive, huh? I figured that's what I had to establish next.
Well, Miss Faye, do you have any evidence of a motive?
Yes, of course. I think.
Ha! You're still acting as tame as a kitten. Kitten?
Mr. Armando.
Listen. The lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Really?
I thought that was a clown.
I'm pretty sure someone has like put that on the face of just about every profession so far.
Yeah.
Smiling on the outside while your guts are twisted in knots is the mark of a pro.
Maybe so, but I wish you would quit grinning at me like that.
Oh, thank you. The egg will top you count too.
Woo!
Hey.
Excuse me. May I speak, Mr. Judge?
No.
No.
Oh wow, on the same wavelength today.
Brain cells vibing.
Yes. Of course. Mr. Judge is ready anytime you like. I hate that. I hate that's how he talked back to her.
Right.
I'd like to say something. Some people here are suspicious of me, right? That's why I at least wanted you, Mr. Judge, to know that it's not true. I see. You're such an honest and upstanding young lady. like, this witness is a real professional.
What do you mean?
What's that 100 watt? Look at that 100 watt smile. Just when things are dark for her, click, she lights right up. Very well then, let's hear what the witness has to say.
All right, first testimony in a while.
I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I had never even been to Eagle Mountain before. I don't understand why that was so hard. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Or your sister? Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago, or kidnapping a poor girl. I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster.
Okay, bitch.
Out of the country, eh?
Someone here is an imposter.
Out the country.
That's kinda sus. Precisely. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing murder.
Edgeworth, pipe the fuck down.
Bratworth.
Indeed. You rip the bat, kitten. Sharpen those claws and put on your best smile.
You bet. Somehow, I have to tie her to this case. Alright, let's do some cross-examining. Oh, that's right, I forgot. I got really liberal in that first thing with throwing evidence down. I was kind of hoping they would give me some more.
I was out of the country until the year before last.
So, what country were you living in then?
We were all living abroad, but after my parents were killed...
That does not answer any of the question.
She said country. Country. Did you... Anyway. It was a brutal civil war. She had to try to make her way back home. Alone. With Macaulay Culkin.
I lost everything. I didn't even have any personal identification.
What kind of sob story is this?
The made-up kind of shit.
What do I do? Should I press her for details? Shall we press her for details?
Yeah.
Alright. Witness, answer my question. I'll even repeat it for you. What country were you in? Objection! I didn't ask you!
Objection, Your Honor. This line of questioning is childish. Press... Oh no, Chad, please no. Press harder, Mommy, no, we're not doing
please
that.
no, please no.
What country she was in and how many languages she may speak are irrelevant here.
No one asked that either.
What we're here to evaluate is whether this witness had any connection to the case.
We lived abroad ever since I was a little girl. Well, I could never have known Mr. Falls or Detective Hawthorne.
Lies! Yes, I think we've established that point.
Yes, indeed.
Thanks for agreeing with me on everything, sir.
Well then, shall we add what you just stated to the official testimony? Oh, excuse me. Yes, please, Mr. Judge. Naturally, I didn't know either the victim or the defendant.
You didn't know either person? Are you certain of that?
Yes, I'm afraid I'm rather shy around people. Oh, well, that can't be helped.
Why is he just agreeing with everything that comes out of her mouth?
Just creepy. The first time you saw either of them was when they were on the bridge, correctly? Correct? Yes, it really was a coincidence.
We sound like
It was
Muppets.
hard.
We
I would
sound like
love
Muppets.
to be a Muppet.
Yes.
Until I entered college, I had never even been to Eagle Mountain before. I tripped up on that last time.
So, what made you decide to go to Eagle Mountain anyway?
I just love being outdoors. Picnics, hiking, that sort of thing.
You don't look like much of a hiker to me. But you do look like a digger of sorts.
A gold digger!
Boom! Bam! Take that. But Eagle Mountain is a 2-hour drive from here, and no trains run through there. There are plenty of mountains that are closer and easier to get to.
Well, I went there once with a college hiking club.
You literally just said you had never been to Eagle Mountain before.
Mm-hmm.
I fell in love with its stark, desolate beauty and its cold yet romantic gloominess. Girl, you can't even keep your story straight in the same,
Yeah.
role.
Didn't know you were such a goth. By the way, what's the name of your college?
Objection. The prosecution objects to any questions that involve the witness's private life.
Huh?
All that matters is that she is a material witness to a crime. The witness doesn't need to respond to questions that are clearly malicious in intent.
Thank you. She's really gone too far.
Edgeworth, I'm gonna go out back and beat you.
Outback Steakhouse? No.
Miss Faye, you're treading on thin ice here.
I hardly said anything. Talk about sensitive.
And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer.
Perhaps, but your behavior that day was very suspicious. Not only have you contradicted yourself here in court, but you know things you shouldn't. For example, the scratches on the trunk of the car.
That...
Objection. Unfortunately, Miss Faye, your last statement proves nothing.
Oh, really? And why is that?
The witness came to the police station once to identify the suspect. It's entirely possible that at that time an officer showed her this photo.
Why would an officer show her this photo?
Right.
That seems like a rather serious mistake. Well, this trick in the prosecutor's book.
That's not fair!
That wicked inmate. I'll never be able to forget that horrible day. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago.
A grudge?
Well, the policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? How do you know any of this? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death.
Yes, and that's precisely why he harbored such deep anger against her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt.
My client has always maintained that he's innocent of those charges.
Of those charges, but...
He seems rather forgetful. Your client, I mean. Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot about the poor policewoman as well.
What do you mean by that?
Your client. He forgot what the detective looked like, right? Too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well.
Well, she's right about that. Mr. Falls is kind of forgetful. Press or wait and see?
I feel like we should press her.
You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What did you mean by that?
Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right?
How do you know that?
Quite right. That's why the victim was wearing a scarf as identification.
Why, if I had been wearing a white scarf that day, then he probably would have tried to kill me. That's true. He's clearly a bitter man.
Oh, this is bad. Mr. Falls' reputation just keeps getting worse and worse. Sometimes it's best not to poke too deep. What should I do with that last statement? Shall we have it added to the testimony or just leave it?
Added to the testimony.
Alright, let's add it. Your Honor, what the witness just said now was tremendously important. I'd like it added to the official testimony.
The prosecution has no objection. After all, the defendant is a killer and a mentally unbalanced one at that. That testimony only helps to further prove that point.
Huh?
His anime eyes!
That's not why
Enough. Witness, if you would. My pleasure, Mr. Judge.
Give me a second. I'm looking at our evidence. Okay, so we have them. Okay, so let's do a quick recap because we haven't been here for a bit. The attorney's badge that we never ever get to present in court. I don't know why they never take it as evidence. I'm an attorney, therefore what I say should go. We have the autopsy report. So she died stabbed with a knife in the back. She died from blood loss between 4 and 5 p.m. We have the map. We have the scarf that was worn by the victim at the time of the incident and found on the bridge. We have the witness's photo, which shows the scarf. We have the confidential police materials written by the victim, which I think might be what we need to present here. Because if it's confidential police. How does she know about it, right? Crime scene photo. And look, she's not wearing it here, so they can't even use that stupid excuse. We have the camera with the timer function and the $2 million diamond. Okay. We're gonna press this statement just because I'm running low on health. But I think that's what I think I need to present a note. What do you mean by lucky?
Well, it's February now. Everyone's wearing scarves. I had accidentally worn a white scarf like he said.
Then you yourself might have been killed.
That would have been a terrible loss for this world.
Would it? Would it have really?
Huh, it looks like you pressed too hard this time, kitten.
Mr.
Sir,
Armando?
quit simping.
Keep looking around. You and you. Keep looking around you, and you're gonna lose sight of the finish line. Jesus. Justice is blind, but she's not deaf. Sometimes you have to know when not to talk.
Alright. How... do we think we're right on this? See, I don't remember what we talked about in the previous trial. So I don't remember, or in the previous parts of this trial, so I don't remember whether we talked about it in front of her. Should she know?
I mean, I can tell you.
Yeah, you
for
can go ahead and
certain.
tell me.
Am
I
yeah,
right?
You need to present the victim's note.
Ah, yeah. Okay, victim's note. Da-da-da-da. It's true. Mr. Falls did give instructions to Valeria Hawthorne about their meeting. The note that she left said, "Wear white scarf for identification."
Yes, what about it?
Isn't it obvious? Doesn't it strike you as odd? That note was a secret piece of evidence. How is it that the witness knows about it?
Boo. Boo, Betsy.
Order. It is odd, isn't it? Well, Mr. Edgeworth. Did you show top secret evidence to this witness?
Your Honor, I certainly never gave anyone permission to do such a thing.
In that case, the only way the witness could know about the note would be...
Just a moment. Of course I didn't know about the note. It's just, I saw it when it happened with my own eyes.
You saw what happened? She was wearing a scarf?
The victim went to see the killer. She used her own scarf to signal him.
You were the only two out there!
That's why I assumed the signal was a white scarf.
No, it doesn't, Your Honor. What the fuck?
I suppose that makes sense.
Come on, Mia. You can't let her weasel out of it that easily. Witness! Sorry, but your explanation isn't going to work here.
But why? It's true. That's what I saw.
Impossible. There's no way you could have seen the victim use a white scarf to signal him. Oh no. I mean, other than where she was supposedly standing. Okay, so she's wearing the white scarf there. She's not wearing it in that photo. Is it the crime photo?
This is weird. It's the scarf, but I was reading it. So you present the victim's note on the statement about wearing a white scarf. Look at the photo. The scarf doesn't belong to Valerie, as the witness said. But the one you found doesn't look white.
I mean, it does kind of look blue.
It's blue. It's not white.
I feel like we're arguing semantics at that point, but you know. You've said several times in your testimony that the victim was wearing a scarf. A white scarf, correct?
Yes. Is something wrong? Yeah, it's just like the dress thing.
Yeah. That's what I'd like to know, Miss Foster. Have a look at this. It's the victim's scarf.
Oh shit.
I'm sure people would disagree about what to call this color. However, it certainly is not white. You knew what the note said.
Not white and gold, it's blue and black.
Exactly.
She knew the contents of the note. No!
It says, wear white scarf for identification. Shut the fuck up, Edgeworth. This is not about you. That's the reason why you said it was white. Well, Miss Foster?
No!
Rip.
Ma'am, you don't have to scream.
He screamed anyway.
Order. Mr. Edgeworth. Waiting for an explanation.
I'm quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public.
And yet, this witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Falls is one. The person who wrote the note, Valerie Hawthorne, is another. And finally, one more person.
You say one more person? That's right. A person that no one would have suspected. Have you figured it out, kitten?
Yep. The third person that knew the contents of the note was it Melissa Foster?
No.
So, yes or no?
Yeah, well, it's not Melissa Foster.
Is it Dahlia Hawthorne?
Yeah.
I don't know how we're going to prove this one, but, let's go for it.
It's what we're supposed to say.
And that person is Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne? Never heard that. I've never heard that name before.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get up and get something to drink. I'll still be here, but
Okay.
I may not.
Look
on quickly.
Look at the victim's note. This is what it says. Talk to Dahlia, tell her this time. There is her name, right there.
My savior. I started coughing and my dad brought me something to drink.
Yay, thank you, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
Love you.
What's this? Who's this person? This Dahlia Hawthorne?
Sigh. Miss Faye must be desperate if she's trying to bring the dead back to life. What is this, Frankenstein? Again?
It is Spooky Month.
It's Spoopy Month, damn. Dahlia Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. Keyword, deceased. She was killed in a crime 5 years ago.
Killed in a crime? You don't mean...
Oh, I mean... Yes, she was kidnapped and killed by Terry Falls. Boom.
You said she was killed, but was she really? This week on BuzzFeed Unsolved.
Right. Miss Mojo's top 10 anime betrayal. No.
Of course, people thought she had died 5 years ago, when she fell off of Dusky Bridge and was lost in the Eagle River. However, her corpse was never found.
She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. As far as the law is concerned, Dahlia Hawthorne is officially dead.
Okay, this is the stupidest take I've ever heard because, he's sitting here going, you know what? Now she has carte blanche to commit murder because she's dead. What's the law gonna do? Punish her?
Right.
She's dead. What the hell are you going with, Edgeworth?
You can't kill a dead man!
But the fact remains that her body was never recovered. Dahlia Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago. If she were still alive, she would be 19 now. Melissa Foster, I believe that's the same age you are.
Shit! Even you couldn't. Miss Faye, you're not sane.
Yes, I have 2 brain cells that I can rub together to occasionally make a thought. You just have a couple of parlor tricks. We are not the same. But
Damn
I
it.
am. That's precisely what I'm saying. This witness before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. This girl is, in fact, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh, shit.
What? Tossing grenades into the real empire. Unless you can tie all the loose ends together. Nothing but a hit and run arsonist.
I understand. If I can expose her true nature, I can turn this whole case on its head. Now is my chance to make Mr. Edgeworth squirm. Like the little worm he is.
Witness. First, who are you anyway?
I didn't think it'd come to this. That's enough. You don't have to say any more, witness. The jig is up.
Yeah, I can prove it's Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a spirit medium. I can't handle Dahlia if she's still alive.
Exactly. There we go.
There you go. Yeah.
Come on, Mia. It's
Why don't
time
you
to do
just
some
use
spirit
your
channeling.
powers?
Yes, I understand. What? Mr. Edgeworth, explain yourself.
Your Honor, I have an admission to make. I honestly never thought the defense would pursue the matter this far.
You don't mean.
Yes. The prosecutor's office isn't filled with fools, you know.
So it's just you?
Yes, just me. Naturally, we conduct full background checks on all of our witnesses.
What did he say?
Huh. Looks like the kid knew. He knew her true identity from the get-go.
Well, shit.
No way! But then why?
You haven't revealed her. If you hadn't revealed her secret, he wasn't going to say anything about it. All he wanted was her testimony, so he made a little trade.
Let me introduce you to the victim's younger sister, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Butterflies! Yay!
But I thought she died 5 years ago. Oh my God.
Well, we thought so as well, but well, as you can see, not dead.
Why? Why did she hide her identity for 5 years?
Because, have you seen her ex-boyfriend? Damn. That has nothing to do with the current case. She was merely an accidental witness to a crime.
Accidental? I don't believe that for a minute. For the last 5 years, she's been playing the role of victim. And now we find her acting suspiciously at the scene of another murder? Bitch, that's sus.
Really, Miss Faye, I must say your strategy here is painfully obvious. You're trying to pin your client's client's crime on an innocent witness in order.
But like, okay, hold on though. She freaking lied to the court. I've never been there before.
Yeah, there's got to be some perjury charges at the very least.
Oh yeah.
Very least.
Then again, I think every single witness we've ever had on the stand is facing perjury charges of some kind.
Yeah, true.
Also, I'd like to point out Edgeworth's whole, oh yes, I see what's happening here. Bitch, we have laid out our entire plan. You didn't have to put any pieces together. You're sitting there going, I got from point A to point B. And it's like, yeah, because that's where I told you I was going. How dare you?
Please, let us take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed. But even worse than that, 5 years later, Dahlia Hawthorne lost something much more precious, her big sister. Miss Faye must be insane to even suggest that she murdered her.
What? Yeah, that doesn't look good on the surface.
Oh, if. Oof.
I'm inclined to agree with the prosecutor's logic. I wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've met Edgeworth. He's full of shit. So,
Miss Faye, do you have any evidence to back up your assertion? Jesus. Your assertion.
Damn.
What possible reason would this witness have for killing her beloved sister?
well,
Your Honor, do you have a sister?
yeah, really. Well, you see, oh, I thought I was winning, but somehow he's turned it around on me.
Eh.
Huh. I think you need a little push in the right direction, kitten.
Sir, I hate
Your
you.
Honor.
Mhm. The defense is prepared to present evidence supporting our claim.
Mr. Armando, fuck you. That wasn't
What?
me. It was this guy, this crazy coffee addict.
Your Honor, have you heard of King and Abel?
Yeah, really.
I think we've heard enough empty threats from you, old man.
What makes you think they're empty, boy?
Because your protege looks like she's sweating bullets.
That's a medical condition.
I am sweating bullets.
True, bestie.
You think you're in a tough spot, huh?
Of course, aren't I?
No. Just arrived at the moment of truth. So, whether you win or lose, it's up to you.
Up to me.
Sigh. The rashness of youth, how charming.
Edgeworth, behind the courtroom, 20 minutes. This coming from someone younger than me.
Now then, let's not waste any more time. Miss Faye. What motive would this witness have for murdering her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne?
I assume it's this victim's note, because it's all about tell her this time the whole truth has to come out. Am I correct? Yay!
Yes.
Woo!
The story starts after Terry Falls escaped. He called Valerie and told her he wanted to meet. This is the note she left. It says, "Talk to Dahlia, tell her this time the whole truth must come out." Valerie Hawthorne gave Dahlia a warning. She told her she was going to reveal the world the whole truth.
Mm-hmm. That she's a skanky hoe? No.
The whole truth?
There was a dangerously important secret between Valerie and Dahlia. That's the reason Dahlia felt she had to kill Valerie, to keep her mouth shut permanently.
Objection. A terrific story, Miss Faye, if you like fiction, that is.
I mean, sir, you've been letting us operate on fiction this entire trial. What's new?
Right. And I hate fanfics. Have you seen that guy from Danganronpa? Anyway, enlighten the court, Miss Faye. What was the secret that was so important? Where's your evidence? Hmm?
Dahlia and Valerie Hawthorne and Terry Falls. Only one important secret that connects them all.
Oh, yes. I know this secret. Your Honor, the defense would like to request further testimony.
What testimony?
Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago, we believe it will explain a lot of things, such as the nature of the important secret between the Hawthorne sisters.
Very well. I'll grant your request for further testimony. I know it'll be painful for you, but can you enlighten us one more time, my little maple leaf?
No.
Sir, she's a 19-year-old girl.
And you're
Yes.
500.
I'll try, Mr. Judge.
Putting on the old charm one more time, Dahlia? But this will be the last time you hide behind your womanly wild until the, trial where you try to pin another crime on your ex-boyfriend. Details.
Yeah.
Sorry. 5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister, Valerie, brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life.
As a 14-year-old?
The kidnapping left her emotionally scarred. With her sister's help, she left the Hawthorne family and started all over again. And we're to believe, after all that, she murdered her sister? Preposterous.
Thank you, Mr. Edward. Miss Faye?
Yes, Your Honor.
As you heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. I'll ask you again. Be extremely gentle in your cross-examination. Why?
Mr. Edgeworth got the jump on me again.
Huh, we're not allowed to fight, then let's twist some arms. Can you sit with us? Finn, do you want to read for me? Come on, buddy. Come on. Finn says he's going to read. Nope, okay, bye. We've got that info that ace up our sleeve.
What info?
Come on, kitten. Don't say you've forgotten already. The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged.
That's right. It was a fake kidnapping. Terry Falls told us that in the lobby.
Yeah, do anything she says. Anything Dahlia says.
What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by...
Yeah, me and Dahlia and Valerie too.
Yes, that's it. The fake kidnapping is your best shot, Mia. That's her secret. All right, well, since I can't press, would you like to tell me what to do?
Yeah. To press the Dusky, the fourth statement. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me.
Yep. Press it.
Present the Dusky bridge map. Maverick, why cry?
You say that Mr. Falls pushed you into Eagle River. However, that's hard to believe.
But it's true. I felt the push on my back. Excuse me. Sorry, everybody. I'm certain of it. It was Mr. Falls.
I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't clear enough. I shouldn't have said, that's hard to believe. I should have said, that's impossible.
Impossible?
I ask that the court recall the condition of Dusky Bridge now and 5 years ago. That bridge hasn't changed one bit in these last 5 years. If someone had pushed you from behind as you have claimed, instead of being carried away by the river, you would have been smashed by the bedrock below. A most certain death. Do you understand now, Dahlia Hawthorne? The very notion that my client pushed you from behind is impossible.
Okay. Ah.
Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why, for all we know, the water level in the river may have been higher back then.
Bitch, we allow you like
Duh.
3 years later to testify about something that happened almost 20 years before. Like, you don't get to complain about 5 years ago. But it's 40 feet from the bridge to the river. A small change in the water level wouldn't have made a difference.
You're right. If the events occurred just as the witness has testified, then the defendant couldn't have been. Ow. The defendant couldn't have pushed the witness to the river. That's right. Ow. He's biting me. It's fine.
Oh.
Young lady, what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this, young lady? There you go, worm. Back with the gonna roll off the bed. Oh, there he goes. There you go. He's fine. He's 2. He's resilient.
Yep.
You see, Oh,
Yes, a moment, Your Honor! My eyes are coming out of my skull!
I'm just letting this expression wash over me. Cleanse my soul.
He looks like... Oh god, what does he look? He looks like a zombie.
He looks like a Tim Burton character.
He does! He looks hella Tim Burton right now. This corpse bride bitch.
Yeah.
That guy. Now that I am out of my emo phase, it's true that the witness testified that the defendant pushed her into the river. However, she never stated that she fell from the back end of the bridge.
What?
Duh.
What do you mean?
After being shot in the arm, it's possible that Mr. False panicked.
And threw her over the side?
Yeah. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge.
Okay, I was 100% joking. But whatever.
I'm not taking it as a joke.
If that were true, she would have fallen into the river. Well, Miss Hawthorne, is Mr. Edgeworth's explanation correct? Now that you mention it, I do remember now. Back up when I fell off the bridge. Can someone hold up, Maverick? Trying to burn this house down.
Commit chaos.
It's just a fun tangent. We have to take the knobs off of our stove so our dog doesn't burn our house down.
Oh no!
That's what I just had to go fix real fast. I don't remember what I said before this. My skirt got caught on the bridge's side wires.
You can't be serious.
Order in the court. Leia, what are you doing? It's just dog chaos over here.
It seems Miss Faye's assault has finally reached its conclusion.
Not now, Mia. This is no time to retreat. Unfortunately for you, this is just the start of Miss Faye's assault.
What?
I believe your reasoning went something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say, that's impossible.
Ridiculous. What's so important about it?
Because your flawed logic contradicts the court record. I'm guessing it's got to do with this victim's photo, in which, how the hell do you push someone off the side of this? Am I correct?
True. The best thing.
The witness photo?
Yes. Ah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The brain cell is vibing today. Your Honor, all of the answers are right here in this photo. Take a look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They extend up to about 5 feet off the ground. It would be impossible to push someone off from there.
I mean, a 20-year-old could definitely lift a tiny little 14-year-old, because she's pretty tiny at 19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that the
not
point
helping
is,
our case.
well, I think that the point is that he could not have panicked and decided, you know what, I'm just going to lift her and toss her off.
Yeah.
Tim Burton's The Nightmare After DL6. I felt that.
I like it.
But let's remember the size and strength of the defendants. Wires like this wouldn't be a problem for him. He could have easily picked up a 14-year-old girl and thrown her over.
Why didn't her sister shoot at him more then? So young
Exactly.
and already so forgetful, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Falls had been shot in the right arm. And more importantly, Valerie Hawthorne had her gun trained on him at point-blank range.
Back to Tim Burton.
So, Mr. Falls throwing the witness off the bridge? That is clearly impossible.
Ah!
Order. What is the meaning of this?
Dahlia Hawthorne, you jumped into the Eagle River intentionally.
What is...
Indeed. What do you mean by such a ridiculous remark?
Yes, it's ridiculous. My sister was there to help me. Sorry. Maverick's freedom was short-lived. She had her gun in handcuffs and she could have saved me. Jumping into that raging river like that would have been suicide.
Perhaps, but still, that's exactly what you did. You were probably confident that you could handle the swift current, but even more so, the witness had a much more compelling reason for jumping into the river.
Oh? Then, what was it? What was so important that she'd want to jump into the river?
The witness is still alive. This fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life by jumping into the rapids of Eagle River. I'm gonna guess at that diamond.
That big ass diamond, bitch. $1 million. She said,
Yes.
fuck life.
Yes, okay. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it, and then realized it was my entire health bar. I went, maybe I should stop to think for a second. 5 years ago, something else disappeared along with Dahlia that day. The item that Valerie brought up the mountain with her, the $2 million diamond.
Ah! No, it can't be.
Yes, Dahlia had it all planned from the beginning. The $2 million, she was going to keep it all for herself. She forced Mr. Falls to help her fake the kidnapping. At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river, with the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack.
Well, that's simply ridiculous.
Is it? Is it?
No, you're a gold digger. Your Honor, 5 years ago, the witness was only 14 years old. Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan?
Sir,
Have
you need
met
to. Yeah,
14-year-olds?
I was going to say, like,
Has he met 14-year-old?
this woman is a demon. And there was one more person who helped make a demon out of her. Her sister, Valerie Hawthorne.
You mean the victim was involved with the kidnapping plot as well?
Wait, she was a detective then. You're saying she participated in her sister's kidnapping?
Precisely. I'm sure that it weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years. This is the sole reason behind the victim's murder.
What do you mean by that?
On the day of the murder, after receiving the phone call from Mr. Falls, Valerie called her sister, Dahlia, and then she told her what she was planning to do.
Oh shit.
Planning to do?
She was going to tell the whole truth as she wrote in the note?
That is what sealed Valerie Hawthorne's fate. That is when you hatched your demonic plan to kill two birds with one stone. A plan that would ensure neither of your accomplices to the kidnapping would talk. And that is why you killed your sister, Valerie Hawthorne.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's going.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
She's going.
She said she. That's not a good sign.
Who is that? Laughing at a time like this.
Hey, you want to talk to your little maple leaf now?
Forgive me. It's just hilarious. Witness, is that you? You amuse me, woman. Miss Mia Fey. You can certainly weave an exciting tale. Naturally, you have the evidence to back it up, don't you?
Evidence?
Evidence that I planned the kidnapping, of course. Freaking pop-up ads on the walkthrough. Cut at 14. I plotted it with Mr. Falls and my sister.
Well,
And one more thing. What happened to the $2 million diamond? You can't provide evidence to at least show that. Well, Miss Fey.
I don't know.
What a joke. You, Miss Fey. Are you stupid or something?
Oh no, she didn't.
How can I prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago? I don't even have decisive proof of Valerie Hawthorne's murder.
Well, it seems that we've come to the end. To be honest, the witness's behavior does raise certain suspicions. However, I am forced to reject the assertions made by the defense. Of course you are.
Is this it? Is it really over? That girl has made a fool of me, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Without evidence, the trial is over? Who decided that?
I love how this just sums up his prosecution prosecutor like thing, you know, because he just keeps going with that evidence. It doesn't matter. Mr. Armando.
Come on now, kitten. Haven't you figured out that you can make your own rules? For example, even if there's no evidence, there's still testimony.
Testimony?
On the day in question, Dahlia Hawthorne murdered her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Paul's stolen car, and then went to meet with him. Disguised as her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. That's what you think, right?
I'd like to point out how weird this theory is. Like, so she did all of this. Where the fuck was Mr. Falls?
Yeah.
Like, he had to drive the car up there because he was the one that stole it. And then apparently he just fucks off while Valerie's being murdered and shoved into the trunk of his car. Like, where is he?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
In that case, there's only one answer, right? There's only one person left who can testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder.
Since there's no proof, there's only one thing left to do. Who is the one person who can testify to that demon woman's crimes? It's gotta be our client.
Mm-hmm.
Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness.
A new witness?
Yes, we would like to hear the testimony of Terry Falls.
The defendant?
There's only one person that can shed any further light on the situation. Only one person that knows what Dahlia's role in the kidnapping was. Only one person that can say whether the person in the photo is Valerie Hawthorne, or whether it was in fact her younger sister Dahlia disguised as her. There's only one person who can solve this riddle once and for all, and that person is Terry Falls.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what's your take on this?
Why not? The prosecution has no objection.
Very well. Bailiff, bring the defendant to the witness stand.
How much more do we have? Does it make sense to end here?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm trying to decide. We're really close, but I don't know how long it'll take.
So, how are we feeling? Do we want to push through? Or do we want to leave it to next stream and then we'll just, if we get done early, we'll just pick up the next case early?
I think let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Cool. Then we will save here. All right. So next stream is, today is Tuesday. So next stream is Thursday, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific, like normal. We will probably wrap this case up, it sounds like.
Yes, we should.
Anyone got any announcements they want to do before we do full wrap up?
Nope.
No.
All right.
Happy Halloween, everyone! Yeah.
I think we'll stream at least once again before Halloween. Just gonna put that out there.
Yeah. Happy not Halloween yet, everyone.
Yeah, because let's see. Halloween is Sunday, so we will, at the moment, be streaming on Halloween. We may not be streaming on Halloween, just as a heads up. We will figure it out. So next stream is Thursday. Wash your hands, wear a mask, get vaccinated if you can. Remember to get your flu shot, because those are important this year as well. You don't want to get both COVID and the flu. That sounds like a fun time.
If you or somebody you know is eligible for a booster, please encourage them to do so.
Mm-hmm.
We want to all be safe. I definitely have had friends and family who have gotten theirs, so I would highly recommend it doesn't prove that the vaccines don't work because we have to get flu shots every year. So sometimes you just need extra medicine.
Yep.
Allah.
All right.
Yeah. So
Make good choices.
Make good choices. Be kind to yourself and others. I don't know. Have a good night.
Yep. All right. Have a good night, all.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Don't commit crimes. Bye.